Now let's consider solving a rational equation where the x is on the bottom of our fraction. So let's say we had 3 over x, and that was equal to 5 over x plus 2. Now, you could just cross multiply here because once again we've got that special situation where a fraction is equal to a fraction, so we could go 3 times x plus 2 on one side of the equation and 5 times x on the other side. But I want to show you the technique that will work no matter what. So in this case we're looking for the same sort of strategy. We're trying to get rid of the fractions on both sides of the equation here. So we need to multiply by the lowest common denominator. Now, we could find that lowest common denominator by multiplying the denominators together, or we could just work it out in a couple of steps, which is the way that I recommend tackling these sorts of problems. So the first thing is I'm going to get rid of this x denominator. And to do that, I'm going to multiply the entire equation by x. So when I do that, that's going to be 3 over x multiplied by x. So that'll be equal to 3 times my x, which is just 3x, over x. And on the right hand side, I'm going to have 5 multiplied by my x, so 5 multiplied by my x, over x plus 2. And what this enables us to do is, enables us to cancel the x's here, because x divided by x will just equal 1, and 3 times by 1 will just be 3. So this leaves me with 3 is equal to 5x over x plus 2. So now I want to get rid of this x plus 2. So how do I do that? Well, I multiply the entire equation here by x plus 2. So when I do that, this will be 3 multiplied by my x plus 2. So 3 multiplied by my x plus 2. And this side here will be 5x multiplied by my x plus 2. So it'll be equal to 5x multiplied by my x plus 2. And that'll be divided by x plus 2. So what this enables us to do is enables us to cancel this x plus 2 out with each other, because x plus 2 divided by x plus 2 will just be equal to 1, and 5x times 1 will be just 5x. So let's rewrite that now. We have 3x plus 2 is equal to 5x. And from here, we've successfully gotten rid of the fraction. So now we're just solving for our x value. So to do that, we'll multiply this out. So 3 times our x will be 3x. And then 3 times our 2 will be 6, and that'll be equal to 5x. From here, I want to get the x's to one side, so I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. So on the left side, that'll leave me with 6. On the right side, 5x, take 3x, will be 2x. And then, as my final step, I want to divide both sides by 2. So on this side, the 2's will cancel and just leave me with x. We're going to write that on my left-hand side. And 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. So I've therefore found that my x is equal to 3. So if you're dealing with rational equations where the x is on the bottom, we're still trying to essentially get rid of the rational equation by moving it to the top. And a strategy to do that is to multiply the entire equation by the bottom of one of those fractions, and then just keep multiplying it out until you get rid of the fractions. From there, then you just expand and solve for x as we always have done.